I'm coming to you from my sewing room, which is a hot mess. And that's not even the worst of it. On the floor, bad. You're seeing just the reasonable bit. But let's face it, if you're a crafter, you know what I'm talking about. So I've got the clips have come in, the swivel clips, so that I can, whoops, let me just grab, here's my prototype. So I got some more of the yarn holders in for you to walk and knit or travel and knit on the train. Sorry, I've got to keep remembering to look that way. So I've got white ones and see-through clear ones. They're really a great product, and I've used it the other weekend myself for my sock knitting. But you literally get the two parts. If you buy it from me, you need to peel off the protective film, which is a bit tricky to get off at first, but then you just peel it off each section. So 2 pieces, and then you put the stick through the hole in the center. Then you add your ball of yarn or cake of yarn, you squish it onto there with up the middle, and then you pop the clip on, and then you pop the handle over your wrist, and you can knit and walk or knit and sit on the train or bus or whatever. And I have ordered, hopefully they come really soon by the time I get these ready, I have ordered colourful, so I've got gold clips, warm gold, or is it warm gold or light gold? Light gold and rose gold clips. And then I've bought colourful carabiner clips that will go over this, hopefully, fingers crossed. Otherwise I'll have to scrap that idea, but otherwise you just have this. And then when you say where you can hook it onto something, you can hook it on like on a plane, on a coat hook or train or whatever, and then you can be hands-free as well to knit if you don't want it on your wrist while you're sitting in public transport or whatever. So yeah, so that's, that's the portable wrist yarn holder. And I'm going to have a selection of these fabric handles in different fabrics that you can purchase on their own as well. So if you've already got one of these, you can purchase one of these to accessorize. And maybe like closer to Halloween or Christmas, I'll have themed seasonal wristlets. And you can also use these even if you're not a knitter or a crocheter. There's nothing to say you can't get these to put your keys on in your bag or to hook into a bag as an extra handle or whatever. So yeah, so they're coming soon. I'll show you an idea of the different fabrics. I've already previously cut these and ironed them ready to make up when the clips came. So that's what I'm going to do today, if I can get this container open. So I have some florals. That's really cute. I have this, oh, not very many of these, 2 or 3 in this. So these might be part of my ones that you can buy on their own because there's not many. Little cute fabric. I've got some of these more neutral stripe because it's not all, everyone doesn't want necessarily floral. So these ones are more modern fabric. This one, and plus guys knit too and crochet, and they don't always want flowers. Some of these need a re-iron actually. We'll see how we go. So this fabric, which is quite wintry and cute, and we've got this sort of a geometric design but in pink, and a coffee one, and this neutral floral, well, it's sort of a florally, very subtle floral pattern in green. Oh, this one, sort of a paisley pattern. This one, I love this one. Lots of colours in diamonds. And anything else? I think that's it. So there'll be about 30 yarn, 15 of the white and maybe a bit extra, maybe closer to 20 of the clear ones. And then I'll have 15 wristlets that you can just buy on their own. And I have more fabric to make more. I just need to buy more clips because I've got 60 clips, 30 of each. So I'll be just picking rose gold or whatever to go with whatever fabric I think it's going to go best with, or it'll just be random. And then when you go to, when I put it in Etsy, you'll be able to like choose the wristlet you want, the yarn, portable yarn holder you want, whether white or clear, and then I'll package that up and send that to you. So that'll be on my Etsy store soon. So I've just got to sew 60 of these today and hopefully get those photographed tomorrow if the weather's good, because next week we're supposed to get an East Coast low, so it'll be wild weather, and then I can have these photographed and uploaded to my Etsy shop and you can buy them. So that's what I'm doing this Saturday. Hopefully you're having a good crafty Saturday. I also finished a sock, which I'll show you somewhere in this video. And well, I had one pair of socks finished for myself, slipper socks, and I made a half of a pair of socks in woolly wool for Wayne. So I'll share those with you too. Anyway, on to the sewing. Sunday. This morning got up, took the dogs for a walk, and then we went and got them some more kibble, and they were very excited because, well, we had to go to 2 stores because the first store didn't have any left of the Oodle brand that we get. And so we went to the second store, and luckily the dogs loved it because they got to go for a walk around the store, and they also had a shortage there. So it's like, great. So anyway, we managed to find one of their brand that they like and one in the same brand but different from what they normally get. So I always keep looking this way. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, so we got 2 small packets that'll have to do till they get more stock. And I got some liver treats for them and a couple of tennis balls for Sooty. And anyway, they loved it because when we got to the counter, the girls gave them some pats and some treats. And then we hopped in the car and went and got a drive-through coffee, which I've finished now, and from Zaraffa's. And winning, I had enough on my card to get a free one. And I look like a hot mess today and yesterday because I didn't bother styling my hair. So it's all crazy. The joys of curly hair. Anyway, you can see we don't know where to put these Christmas things, that we have these Christmas oodles. So they've just been sitting there ready for next year because we've got nowhere to put them when we're not using them. So anyway, that's why there's random Christmas decorations in the background. Anyone else do that? So this morning I've just been working on, I'll have to look her up. Hold on. Elizabeth Duff Curtain, Scottish sampler. So I'm just working across the top. Makes me think, think of it as strawberries, but then it also makes me think of toffee apples. If you remember getting them in the supermarket back in the day. I don't know if they still sell them anymore. So yeah, so this is in Avera Soie 103 silks, and it's very much toffee apple colours. And I've just worked my way across the red and green strip across the bottom and a little bit of the top border. And then I'll be able to get stuck into the letters next, which will be fun. So yes, just been doing that. And I don't think I've shown you did I show you the sock that I made yet? I'll have to get that and show you. Wait a sec. Okay, I'm a little bit skew-whiff because I want 2 hands free. So I made these out of Arcadia DK sock yarn that I bought from the yarn bowl. They're really lovely to knit with this yarn. It's very nice. I think it's the Demeter colourway, and it's this beautiful sort of teal colour, or aqua turquoise. That's what I'm looking for, turquoise. And yeah, it's just beautiful. So these are my slipper socks. So I did a 2x2 rib for about, what, 1.5 inches. And then I knit for about half an inch. Oh, yeah, not quite. Yeah, maybe 1 inch or just shy of 1 inch in stockinette. I cast on 52 stitches, 26 on each needle, because I use magic loop. And then once I'd done like 1 inch of stockinette, I added the waist yarn for the afterthought heel, and then I knit down 5.5 inches and then did this umbrella shaped toe, and then went back and added umbrella shaped toe for the heel. But I did knit, I think I knit 6 rows before I started the heel, after I picked up the stitches. And then obviously if you're doing the waist yarn, I can recommend picking up extra stitches on the side and then just decreasing them after you've picked up, just to cinch in the thing so you don't get a hole. So these are fit my feet, so I'd say probably a large size. And yeah, so they're ready to wear. And then I cast on, and that was on 3.25mm ChiaoGoo needles. And then I wanted to use up some stash. I just wanted to have a sock project on the go. So I just went into my cupboard and I found some pure wool, which you can make socks out of pure wool. The Woolly Mammoth does it because she mostly has just pure wool. And she said just to add an extra 2 inches because it felts down as you wear it. I made these with 1.5 inches extra. I'd probably just do 1 inch next time, but they fit Wayne really well. So even though it looks weird, it does fit him. It's just a little bit long on the toe, but I think next time if I was making woolly socks, I'd do 1.5 inch extra. So instead of 5.5, I'll do 6.5. 6.5 instead of 7. And then instead of doing, and then that would make it just a fraction smaller, but enough to compensate for that shrinkage. But I'm waiting to see how they wear, because these are just for bed, like they're just for around the house, like slipper socks. And then I did those in New Zealand 8-ply, which is woolyyarn.com, woolly with a double O and a double L. And the colourway, Over the Taupe, shade 15. So it's a really nice wool. It's a bit toothy but not scratchy, if you know what I mean. So I did that in that with the 3.25mm needles, and so these are going to be really, really warm. And then I had some Check Eaton left over in 8-ply in this blue, so I just used that for the heel because I actually got one ball, 50-gram ball, did me the whole foot apart from the heel. So then I just added that leftover yarn I had in a royal blue. So it does look a bit weird, but I think it's fine. It's just for slipper socks, don't matter. It's just for wearing around the house. And Wayne's quite happy with that. So I did the same there, like about, just over an inch 2x2 rib, and on the magic loop method. And then I knit his a bit longer. So I probably knit for about, say, 2.5 inches to 3, 2.5 inches, but 3 inches all up. So about 2 inches. And then I did 6 rows after I picked up the heel. I did 6 rows before starting the heel decreases in the umbrella shape. In hindsight, I'd probably just do 4 rounds before starting the decreases, because it was a little bit on the larger side, but it still fits in, but it's just could do with a little bit snugger. So that's what I've knit recently. Just thought I'd share that with you. So that's all I have for you today, and hopefully I'll come back to you soon. I managed to do another 7 wristlets yesterday, like last night in the evening, and I haven't done any more today, but I haven't got that many more to go. But I think I've got enough that I can, I've got an example of everyone that I have, so in the colours. So I've got enough to take the photos and list them and get those up in the shop. So keep an eye out for that this week. Hopefully we'll get some sunshine later so that I can take some photos. Anyway, I hope you've had a great weekend. That's all for this little vlog, and I'll catch you all soon, hopefully. Bye.